Can anybody see me? Are we live? Let me know if we're live. Starman live outside. Yes. And this is a planet special. And just behind me, hopefully, just up here, you can see Venus with any luck. So let us know if you can see us. I'm just going to keep an eye on the comments. So I'm good. Oh, this is annoying. I've got my phone here. I'm watching the stream on my phone so I can keep up with the comments because I can't see the comments on the computer. But we've got a few people watching. I think we've got about 10 people in. So this is a Planet live stream special, and we've already got Venus, and somewhere down there just below Venus is Mercury. Now I'm going to have to zoom in a little bit if you're going to see Mercury, but it's somewhere down here. So if you see Venus there, Mercury is somewhere around about here, I would say, around about there. Yeah. So type 1, if you can hear me and you can see me all right. So I just want to make sure everyone, I've got a few people saying they can hear me, so we'll just make sure. Hi to Fonzie, hi to Mildred, hi to Paulina Ashcroft, Hazel, Jay, David Howard, K Kingu, Akash Monster. And who else have we got? I've got quite a few people in. M3D1807. So we've got quite a few people in. Could do with some more in, but hopefully people will build up as we go. Richard, hi. G Whittle, can see and hear. Can you see Venus? Look at that there. Venus. What we'll do is we'll try and zoom in on it a little bit. I've got Frank with me. He's got his camera. In fact, he's actually zoomed in on the moon at the moment. But what we'll do is, while it's early, what we want to try and do is we want to get onto Mercury and see if we can get a close-up of Mercury, because Mercury is quite easy to spot at the moment, but it won't be too easy for much longer, because Mercury is the most inner planet. It goes around the sun in 88 days, and as it goes around the sun, it goes in an elliptical orbit. And what happens is, when Mercury is at its greatest angle from the sun, from our perspective, it means that we get a good chance to see it after the sun sets. Now, when Mercury goes around the sun onto the other side, it's then going to become a morning object. So you're going to have to get up in the morning if you want to see Mercury. But it's a great time for the next few days to go out and see if you can see Mercury, because it's still going to be visible there just underneath Venus. So I think we're going to try for another camera. Frank's going to plug in his camera now, and hopefully the next thing you'll see is a close-up of Venus. So let's see if this works. Bear with us. Oh, I've actually got, yeah, hang on, how's that look? We've actually got, oh, sorry about this, folks. Let's see how we're doing. It says here there's 9 people in the chat. I'm sure we've got more people watching than that, haven't we? If I come out of that and go back into it again, let's go on that. We've got 70, that's more like it, 70 people watching. So Frank has actually got his camera looking at Venus right now. So let's have a little look at Venus, shall we? This is how Venus looks. Let's make it bigger. Look at that there. It's like a crescent. Yeah? Isn't that amazing? Look at that. That is a live image of Venus. It looks a bit like a crescent moon, doesn't it? Well, it does, because Venus is actually above the moon, above the sun from our perspective. The sun has already gone down, so the sun is shining towards Venus at an angle. So we're seeing it in a phase. We're seeing it. It's actually coming around our side of the sun, a bit like Mercury. Mercury's doing the same thing as well, yeah. So it looks a bit like a crescent. Remember, it's an inner planet. So we get to see them going around the sun. Isn't that amazing? A live image of Venus. Can we get Mercury though? Do you think you'll be able to go for Mercury? I'll see if we can go for... We're going to see, but just look at that there. That is Venus, folks. It's Earth's evil twin.
I can't see Mercury.
Right, so I'll tell you what, I'll just minimise that a bit, and Frank's going to set his camera up now, and he's going to see if he can get in on Mercury, because Mercury is there. It just happens to be in a bit of a cloud at the moment. We've got 80 people watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I'll just tilt this up a little bit, that's better. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, because I got quite a lot of new subscribers after that video I did the other week. From here, we're in the same place that I filmed the planets video in the other week. So we got a load of new subscribers from that. So if you've just joined us, don't forget to subscribe. Are you on Mercury?
It just keeps disappearing.
Frank says he's on Mercury, so let's make this
I'm
bigger.
on Venus at the moment.
Do you think you could go to Mercury?
I'm trying my best.
We're going to see if we can get Mercury, folks. Jay says he's hoping for Mercury tonight. We've got 84 people watching. Let's see if we can get more than 100 people watching this planet's live stream. We're going to have a go for Mercury. It's a little bit difficult. It's not, I mean, Mercury is actually a fairly bright planet. It's easy to see with the naked eye. Hi to Moonage. Moonage is with us. Hi to Moonage. We've got the crowd in now. Yeah, I had to start earlier because otherwise, if I'd have started at 8 o'clock like I normally start the live streams, then these planets would have
Mercury
pretty much gone. Frank said he's got Mercury. Let's. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, is that Mercury?
Yeah.
I think this is Mercury, folks.
It's a dot.
It is quite small. It's not as big as Venus. Can you see that? It'll look very similar to Venus. It'll be a crescent. Mercury is coming around our side of the sun. It's swinging around. It's heading towards what we call inferior conjunction.
It's a dot.
Yeah.
Shall I go back to Venus?
So that's Mercury. We'll just have a little look at Mercury for a while. It does look to be twinkling a little bit, and I think it's really probably to do with the planets don't normally twinkle, to be honest. Stars do.
It's fighting in a lot of cloud.
But I think we do have a little bit of thin cloud up there, and I think that's the reason why Mercury probably is kind of twinkling a little bit like that. But there's Mercury, folks. We got it. We got it. Oh, thank you very much, Sarah. Sarah, £5 super chat. Thanks so much, Sarah. There's something here that says go. What does that mean? We've got 82 people watching. Cats Rule, hi. Hi to Cats Rule. Kevin Rudd. Scott Tarpley. 1, 2, 3, 4. David G. Stephen Smith. Sharon Morris is here. Lee Robert. Leon Audrey in Spennymoor. We're looking at a live image of the planet Mercury. It goes around the sun in 88 days. So it spends 44 days on one side of the sun and 44 days on the other. I tell you what, I'm just going to minimise this. So we'll leave Mercury in that little box there. So what I wanted to say was that Mercury is an inner planet. Obviously, it's the closest planet to the sun, and it goes around the sun in just 88 days. It takes us 365 days to go around the sun. So obviously it's a lot quicker going around the sun. It also has a very elliptical orbit. So sometimes it's closer to the sun and sometimes it's further away. Now that means, what that means is it has something to do with how we're able to see it. Because when it's at its furthest distance away from the sun, from our perspective, so when it's at say a 90-degree angle, that's what they call elongation. Now at the moment, Mercury is at eastern elongation. What that means, it's on it's on the eastern side of the sun, and that's why we see it after sunset. But when it's on the other side of the sun, it'll be at western elongation, and that means that it will rise before the sun, so you'll get to see it in the morning. So it's a bit like the moon, it's a bit like Venus. They swap sides of the sun, being inside the Earth's orbit. We get to see them on different sides, lit up on different sides as well, and that's why. But the funny thing is about Mercury is that you never get to see it we'll never get to see it in a dark sky because it's too close. It's too close to the sun. Let's go back in it again. There you go. There it is. We're up to 93. Don't forget to hit the like button. And if you're fairly new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. We did really well after my video on the planets. Dave Copley loves stargazing at night. Have a telescope, but nowhere to use it because I like shame. I live too far from Blackpool. Moonage has got gummy bears. This is Mercury. Do you think we can go for something else? Frank's going to see if we can go for something else, so we'll just minimise.
Or Venus?
Well, we've got quite. We'll go back to Venus again, I think. Got the wrong one now. Sorry, I'll get this in a minute, folks. Right. Oh, it's annoying, this. Right. So, we can actually see at the moment. Why is my light on my phone? I wondered what that was. So at the moment, we've got Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, and Mars. So I think we're going to go back to Venus again. Are you back on Venus yet?
Yep.
I think he's back on Venus again. Let's make this bigger. So we'll go back to Venus. Venus is the brightest thing that you can see. Venus is so bright. How do I make that bigger? Right, there you go. Oh, look at that. Look at that, isn't it amazing? So if you were to look at the telescope, this is how Venus would look. It would look like a little crescent, you know, like a little crescent moon. Isn't it amazing?
Can you make it bigger?
I can't really make that bigger. Well, I can, but it means zooming in and it's not easy to zoom in. So there you go, folks. Mercury. We got Mercury and Venus, right? Right, okay, I'll tell you what, we're going to try something else now.
We're heading for the moon.
I think we might go for the moon. Right, we'll just come off this. Oh, oh, this is so hard to control. I've just gone and put it right off the screen there. Sorry about that. Frank's going to see if he can get on the moon now. So we're going to have a little look at the moon, but we have got other planets as well. Like I said, we've got Jupiter and Mars. The moon is shining down up there. So Frank's going to get on the moon. Oh, there it is there. Look at that there, the moon. Wow. We're going to get in on the moon. Can we get to 100 people? We're almost up to 100. Don't forget to hit like, hit the like button. We are almost up to 100 people watching. Let's see if I can adjust this light a little bit. Sorry about that. Everything all seems a little bit... Oh, now then. We're getting there, folks. Come on. Hi to Brummie in the Highlands. Audrey Harding says we've got 95 people watching. My voice still hasn't recovered yet, so I hope that I don't lose my voice by the end of this stream, but I'm still struggling a little bit with this. It looks amazing. We can see the moon, the stars are out. I can see Orion. We can even see Orion. We might even be able to get a little look at Orion. What do you reckon, Frank?
Yeah.
Could have a little look at that, couldn't we?
I've got a wide
Oh, we could have a
lens.
look at Sirius. You cannot be serious. We could have a look at that, can't we? So we're over 100. Whey! Don't forget to hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you're new to the channel, this is what I do. I'll do a live stream outside. We're currently on the moon. It is something like, what would you say, 60%, maybe a bit more, 70% gibbous. It's a waxing gibbous moon. Waxing means it's getting fuller, it's becoming a full, and gibbous means that it's beyond half. Between half and full means gibbous. So that's what that means. So yeah, it looks like we're about 65-70% on the moon. Oh, look at that. Let's make it bigger, shall we? So let's have a little look at the moon. Oh, look at that. Wow. Hey, Check it out. We've got 104 people watching. Look at that. And you can go outside and there is a little bit of cloud just passing over the moon, so it might look a little bit hazy. You know, the best time to look at the moon is right now, because the angle of the sun is, I'll just see if I can straighten that up a little bit. The angle of the sun is quite shallow, so you get to see the craters much easier. If you're looking at a full moon, you don't really get to see the craters very well, because you're kind of looking straight down at it, you know. So it's not quite the same. Yeah. Can you hear the sea? Hey, listen to that. We've got the sea, the Irish Sea. Can you hear that? Just listen. Oh, wouldn't you just love to be here in Blackpool right now, listening to the sea as we look at the moon? And it's the moon that's, it's out of focus, Frank. Oh my God, it's gone out of focus. We've lost it, folks. We've lost the moon. Oh, we've got 117 watching. Martin's here. I was watching Mercury a little earlier out of my window with my £7.50 binoculars. Good binoculars, those. Fonzie says I need to gargle with TCP. Andrew Bateson, 106 watching. Yeah, we're up to 118. It's looking good. Hi to Mr. Binkles. Darren Headley, Neil Blenkinsop. They're all coming in now. Oh, have a look at that. Oh, look at that. Come on. So that's a waxing gibbous moon. Remember, waxing means it's heading towards full. So it's getting more lit every night towards the full moon. And gibbous means anywhere between half and full. So there you go. Yeah. It's looking pretty good. And you know, the Mars isn't too far away from the moon tonight, you know. I think maybe, if I ask Frank, maybe we'll go for Mars. What do you reckon?
Okay, it'll just be a little red dot, but wish me luck.
It's going to be small. Mars, I'm just trying to get this. How do you get that to? Oh, this is annoying.
Gemini, the twins.
Yeah, Mars is actually in Gemini. Yeah, so we're going to have a look and see if we can get Mars. If you were to look out tonight and look at the moon and look towards, well, from our perspective where I am, it's to the right of the moon. It might be a bit different where you are, but at the moment the moon it's about an outstretched palm away from Mars. It's not that far away. So if you stretch out your hand like that at arm's length, that's how far away Mars is in the sky to the moon. A lot further away in real life, but as we see them, Mars is actually quite close to, it was a lot closer to the moon last night, funny enough. It was very, very close to the moon last night. But Mars is looking very nice. Not sure if Frank's on it yet, but it's looking pretty good, folks. Yeah, we've got a nice clear night tonight. We've had quite a nice day today in Blackpool. Oh, thank you very much to Eric Wynne Roberts. £10 super chat. That's so much. Thank you. Says he's got man flu. Oh dear. I know how you feel. That's absolutely terrible. So thanks very much to Eric for that super chat. Absolutely amazing. Judy from the garden in South Wales. We can see Mars. There you go. If you go outside, you see, watch the live stream by all means. But if you get a chance to go outside after this live stream, have a look up and see what you will definitely see Mars if it's clear, and Jupiter. I'm not too sure if Venus. I think Venus will be heading down. So by the time this live stream finishes, Venus will probably have gone. That's why I came on earlier. I think we've got Mars, folks.
Jupiter.
Is that?
Jupiter.
Oh, he's on Jupiter. Frank's on Jupiter. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at Jupiter, shall we? We're now looking at Jupiter. Can you see the moons?
Oh, shut Neil down's bad. Is it in focus?
I think so.
It's in focus.
Can't see the moons though. Can you see the moons, anybody? the moons of Jupiter. 136 watching. Oh, we've got 136 watching. If you're new to the channel, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Lancashire Liberty's here. Didn't get an alert. Hope all well. Yeah. Well, I did have to. I should really set these up earlier, shouldn't I? I should set them up earlier. Yeah, be easier. Frank gets around. He certainly does. Sorry. Oh, we can see them now. Oh, look at that. Can I zoom in? Oh, we've got the moons of Jupiter. I'll just zoom in a bit. Look at that, folks. Whoa. This is Jupiter live. Oh, wow. There's 2 moons on the left and 2 moons on the right. I'll just find out what those are. We are looking at the planet Jupiter live here in Blackpool. That looks absolutely amazing. Just look at that. Whoa. So you see on the left-hand side, we've got Callisto out to the left. And then coming in from there, we've got Ganymede, which is the biggest moon. And then we get to the planet itself. Now, the 2 moons on the other side are Io and Europa. Europa is the smallest moon. And it's a very icy moon as well. So, oh, isn't that amazing? Just look at that. So the very bright blob is the planet, and those little dots around it are the moons, the Galilean moons. Now, Jupiter does have a lot more moons than just those 4, but those are the only moons that we can see, because all the other moons are far too small. I think it's got about 60 odd moons or something like that. So this is a live image of Jupiter. Isn't it amazing? Wow. Well, we've got 133 watching. It's a pretty good crowd for a Starman live. Hi to Daniel Loads. Judy says, wow, so does Christine. Wow.
Plane going past Venus.
Oh.
I wouldn't be quick enough.
Stephen Smith said he can see the moons. Just look at that, isn't it amazing? And you know, you can actually see these. If you look at it through the binoculars, you can actually see the moons of Jupiter. Would you see Jupiter for your ASCAR telescope? Yeah, but it's not really designed for planets. That's from Lee. We'll try and see if we can see some other stuff. Well, do you think you could see Mars? Do you think you could get it on Mars?
I'll try again, but I can see the plane.
We're gonna, before you go for Mars, I'll just zoom out of this. So there you go. We'll just come off this now. I'll just minimise this. Frank's going to see if he can get. He's going to see if he can get get Mars. Mars is there. Oh, I can see Mars. I can actually see Mars quite easily. You know, it's not difficult. 143 watching. If you've just joined us, hit the like button. We're live. We're watching the planets live here in Blackpool. And don't forget to hit subscribe as well. We're live outside. I always do this when I get a chance, when the weather's decent. So we've managed to do it tonight. I'm sorry I don't have a quiz, but normally when I do outside, I don't normally have a quiz. We normally just see what we can see in the sky. But we've got something there. Is that Mars? I think that this could be Mars. I think it could be. Electronica Archives. Hiya, mate. Stultz. There is a moon halo over there. My first time seeing it in Lithuania. We've got someone watching from Lithuania. Wow. Pop Trump says high moonage. Wow, we've got some new. Well, I've not noticed these names before, so we might have some new names, because after the last video I did, which I filmed from here, from where I am now, I got loads and loads of new subscribers. So that's really, really good. So I'm heading towards 10,000 subscribers on Starman. So thanks to everyone for subscribing. Has he got it? Oh, Frank's. You had it a minute ago, you know. He had it a minute ago, but he's lost it again. Mildred says 145 watching. Jay says no quiz. You should be happy there's no quiz, because if you're one of those people that doesn't do very well, then I'll see if I can do like a mini quiz when I'm out sometime. 'Cause, you know, maybe maybe when I'm out. Oh, I'll do like a mini quiz, but I'll tell you what, I need to try and save my voice a little bit, because I'm still not there, folks. I am still not there. I was on 2 weeks ago. I was live at home and I was really struggling with my voice. And you know what? I still am. After all this time. Sea lightning, Venus with an insider, no astronomer can tell me. Yeah, whatever. Oh, we can still hang out in the back of the room, says Judy. Where did the canals on Mars come from? Well, the canals are supposed to be dry. Oh, it's got Mars. Here we are. I think they're supposed to. You know, when Mars was first, like, you know, back in the early 20th century, when they looked at Mars, they could see features on it. And I think it was, oh, thank you so much, David G, $10. Thank you so much to David G. That is amazing. Darren Headley, what a great time to see the planets. Yeah, thanks so much to David G for the super chat. You know, I think it was Percival Lowell of the Flagstaff Observatory in Arizona. I think it was him that believed that there were aliens on Mars. He believed in Martians, because they thought that they were actually the features on Mars were man-made. Of course, later on we found out that they weren't, but for a while, and that's why you had all the movies. You know, the Martians attacks, the War of the Worlds and all this. You had all those because they thought in the early days, it's looking good, it's looking good. Mars does have moons, but the moons are basically just a couple of rocks that go around captured asteroids, Phobos and Deimos. So this is how Mars looks. That is a live image. Sorry we can't get any closer, but I will try. Maybe with a telescope sometime we could probably get in a bit closer. But to be quite honest, Mars is so small at the moment in angular size. Even with a telescope, it's not very big. So we are struggling a little bit with Mars. It's quite far away in its orbit. So we've got 144 watching. If you've just joined us, don't forget to hit the like button. Andrew Bateson, you need a drink to drink more Bass for your yeah. A Smith says thank you, Starman. Sharon Morris, hope you feel better. I've been rough too. Sean Hemmings, can you do more live streams? Yeah, I'll try and do some more live streams. Yeah. We've got 155 watching. Don't forget to hit the like button. We're live. We're back on the moon again. Just going to get that. I'll just let him straighten that up. So yeah, I'm live outside, and keep your eyes on the channel. If you're fairly new to the channel, I do a live stream normally every couple of weeks, and most of the time I do it from home and I have a quiz. But whenever I get the chance, I'll always come out and do a live stream outside. If there's something interesting to see, like maybe a moonrise or something like that. Tonight we've got the planets. The Great Planet Show is now over. We'll just zoom in on the moon a bit, seeing as Frank's got it in. So we're back on the moon again. There you go. So Mooney says, please hit like, share and subscribe. Chris Johnson Adventures. Good evening, Stephen. Chris Wilson. Nice moon image. I haven't got the Celestron tonight. No, I haven't got a big telescope. We're only just working with cameras and lenses tonight. So we've got 158 watching. Oh, 158 people watching the moon live. Here we are. This is it. I think after this we might try. You know what I think I might do? I might have a little look at a star. If you want me to, yeah, Akash Monster says, let's get to 200 watching. Well, I'll tell you what, we're doing pretty well. We are doing pretty well for a Starman live. We are looking at a live image. Can you imagine if a plane went across there now? Or what about if the ISS went across it? It could do. You never know. You just never know. Yeah. This is a live image of the moon, waxing gibbous. Waxing, I'll explain it again. Waxing means it's getting fuller. So when you look at the moon tomorrow, it'll be more lit up than this. And when you look at it by the end of the week, it'll be full. I think it's full on Thursday or
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Thursday or something like that. It's a full moon. Is there a halo? I can't see a halo around. Oh, I can see a little bit of a glow. There is a little bit of light cloud up there. The moon does look to have a little bit of a halo around it. Dave Muirhead, I've just joined. Moon looks good. So we've got someone watching from Lithuania. Stultz. Is that how you say it? Stultz. Gilgin Ailes. I can't read what you're saying, I'm afraid. Cat's Rule, thank you so much. $10. That's absolutely amazing. I'm doing very well tonight, aren't I? Wow. Everyone say thanks to Cat's Rule. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, so we're looking at the moon. And I think what we might do, I'll tell you what we might do. I'll just minimise that. Do you think you could go for Sirius?
Give it a go.
Well, I'm thinking we might actually try for a star. So this star is the brightest star that we can see in the night sky. It's called Sirius, and it's part of the constellation Little Dog. And you can't miss it because it's very, very bright and it follows Orion in the sky. So if you look towards Orion, if you actually follow the belt stars down, you know the belt stars of Orion, if you follow them down, they actually line up with Sirius. So follow the belt stars. You see the belt stars of Orion? If you go like that down from the belt stars, they actually take you to Sirius. That's a way of finding. I think he's on it, you know. We're on Sirius. You cannot be serious. You found it so quick. Here we are. Let's have a look at Sirius. It's around about 6.5 light years away. Look at that. Wow.
Is it a dot?
It is a dot. But if you look at it closely, folks, can you see? It is twinkling like a good one. It is twinkling away there. Look at that. And that's because points of light do twinkle. And you'll notice that stars do actually twinkle quite a lot. Planets don't really do the same thing. Well, I mentioned before that Mercury did look to be twinkling a bit, but I think that was more of an effect of the cloud. The
Orion Nebula?
It's no, if you think you could, yeah. Frank says he wants to try for something else. So that's Sirius. We will go back on some of the other planets a bit later on. He's just going to come off that. He's going to try for something else. So yeah, stars do tend to twinkle, especially more when they're low down. Planets, well, it's because it's not a pinpoint of light, which is the reason they don't twinkle. They don't really twinkle like stars do. Whereas stars, they're a very, very sharp point of light. And not only that, they are vastly further away than any of the planets. They're so much further away. Kelly Lyons, stars twinkle, planets don't. Right, so yeah, the moon is actually looking quite clear now. I'm looking up at the moon and the moon is now clear of that cloud. There was a little bit of cloud there. I think Frank's on something. What are you on, Frank? I can see something.
Let's try and go for Betelgeuse.
We're at, oh, is that the belt of Orion? Whey, look at that, the belt of Orion, folks. Look at that. They're the 3 belt stars. We've got the belt, the famous Orion's belt. Look at that. From the left, we've got Alnitak. The middle star is called Mentarka. And the star on the far side is called, oh, sorry, I think I've got wrong there. I think it's Alnitak, Alnilam, and Mentarka. I think I got them the wrong way around. We're looking at the belt of Orion, folks. Look at that. Wow. The 3 belt stars. You cannot miss these. Go outside and have a look at Orion and have a look at the belt. You will be able to see these. If you've just joined us, hit the thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Richard Ward says hello. Stultz says it's a nickname, lol. The halo is huge here. I was literally looking for an explanation for this phenomenon and found this, Steve. This is a message to Stultz. Moon halo is caused by ice particles in the atmosphere. So you get a halo when the moon's light reflects off the ice particles. You get the same effect with the sun during the day sometimes. When you get high cloud, you sometimes get the same effect. So we've just come off the belt of Orion, so just bear with me, folks. We've got something else there. What's that? Do you know what that is, Frank? Is that Sirius? Are we back on? I think we're back on Sirius again. Sorry? Oh, no, this is Betelgeuse, folks. We're now on Betelgeuse. That's the top left-hand star in Orion. Look at that. Now that's the orange star, or the red one. It's a bright red star. It's a supergiant Betelgeuse. Yeah. Look at that. Wow. We are looking at a live image of Betelgeuse. Betelgeuse is, how far away is Betelgeuse? 800 light years away. So I'm not really sure. It is a long, long way. Dave Copley is asking, are there any galaxies you can see? Arguably, it says here Betelgeuse is 650 light years away. Yes, you could see Andromeda, but we wouldn't be able to pick it up on the stream because it'd be too faint. I know where it is. It is visible at the moment, but it wouldn't be visible. We wouldn't be able to make it visible on the stream. We've got 165 watching. If you've just joined us, we're live. We're looking at the planets. We're also looking at stars. We're currently looking at a live image of Betelgeuse, which is the alpha star. Is it the alpha star in Orion? I think it is the alpha star. Alpha star means the brightest star in a constellation. So yeah, we've now got over 160 people watching. That is really, really good. So don't forget to hit the thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, because I'll try to do these live streams outside. We're looking at the planets, we're looking at the moon, we're looking at whatever we can see up there, and we'll bring it to you close up. We've got the cameras here. Sometimes I might bring my telescope out if I want to get a bit closer up, but we're doing pretty well. What are we on now, Frank?
Jupiter.
We're back on Jupiter again. Let's have a look at... Oh, this is amazing. This. Honestly, this Jupiter. I'll just try and get it.
Is it in focus?
I think it is, yeah. Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Now then. Hey. You don't have to pay a license for this. That is the planet Jupiter. And you can see all 4 of the Galilean moons. From the left-hand side, we've got Callisto, and then we've got Ganymede, and then on the other side, we've got Io and Europa. They actually look fairly close together. They do. Doesn't that look amazing? I wonder, do you think, Frank, you'd be able to get Jupiter a bit maybe less bright? I don't know, and then maybe possibly get detail on the planet. I'm not too sure. That might be pushing it, but But that is Jupiter. There you go, look at that there. Isn't it amazing?
Made it less bright.
It's made it a bit less bright, but I don't
It's
know.
so tiny.
I think it's a little bit too small to be able to get actual, detail on the planet. But it's not bad though, folks. It's not bad. We're doing what we can. Kelly Lyons, is Betelgeuse the one we are watching going to explode? Well, yeah, it is supposed to. Yeah, they keep talking about it. In fact, it may have exploded 600 years ago, but because it's 600 odd light years away, the light hasn't got to us. The light hasn't got to us quite yet. So, yeah, we're not going to see that one, Chris Johnson. I'm not using a telescope. We're just using cameras. We've got a camera lens. We've got a 400mm lens here. So we're currently looking. I'll tell you what.
Venus before it goes bye-bye.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We're going to go back on Venus again. Venus is behind me. If I was to lift this up, can you see Venus? I don't know.
Working on it.
It's over there. I don't know. I can't see it. It's over there between those two posts. No, it's not picking it up.
I am now.
Oh, we've got Venus, folks. Let's bring Venus back on. Oh, look at that. That is Venus, folks. Look at it. If you didn't see before, Venus is like a crescent. It looks like a crescent because it's at an angle to the sun from where we are. And it's lit up a bit like a crescent moon. Yeah, that looks great. So it's looking pretty good. Does anybody want to hear the sea? If I walk over here, listen, just listen. Listen to the sea. Can you hear that? Type 1 if you can hear the sea. I saw that, Fonzie. Thanks very much to Frank for helping us as well. Everyone say Frank. Thanks to Frank for helping us with the cameras. Hazel says 1. We can hear the sea. Listen. Oh, it's so dreamy. The tide's coming in. Just listen to that. Oh, I can hear sirens. It's kicking off in Blackpool. Oh, we're in trouble. Oh. So we're looking at a live image.
They come looking for me.
Are they coming down here?
I hope not. I'm on sick leave.
It's got blue flashing lights up here, folks.
We are coming this way.
We literally got.
Work's come to get me.
Yeah, we've actually got. What is it? An ambulance or something? I don't know. There's something going on down here. I've lost the chat at the moment. Sorry about that. I'll just see if I can get back on it again. Yeah, so we've actually got emergency. They're coming for Steve. Run for it. Yeah. It's kicking off. Yeah, it certainly is. So yeah, that's we're still on Venus there. There you go. Let's get Venus back up again for you. Look at that. Doesn't it look amazing? A crescent Venus. How come they came down here? An ambulance came down here. I've no idea why they came down here because there's nobody down here apart from us. So we're currently looking at Venus. It's one of 4 planets that we can quite easily see with the naked eye at the moment. Things will change though, and Venus will. If I can zoom in a bit, Look at that. Isn't it amazing? And you see, the reason why it looks like that is because it's at an angle to the sun from where we're looking at it at almost 90 degrees, you know. So it's getting blasted by the sun. Obviously, everything is lit up on one side. Hi to Specs, who says no stars in Devon. Well, we've got over 160 watching. We're doing pretty well. We're live. Judy, it's an ambulance. We're live in Blackpool. We're looking at Venus, a crescent Venus. It's getting very low down now, you know. It is getting pretty low down, Venus. It's about to set. I think it will have disappeared in about, I don't know.
2 minutes.
Yeah, it'll be going soon. So I'll just minimise this. So I'm just wondering what else we could see. We've seen quite a bit, you know. We've seen all the planets that we can see. We've seen Venus, we've seen Mercury.
Is that the bullseye of Taurus below Mars? I mean, below Jupiter?
I think so, yeah. We've also seen Mars and we got to see Jupiter. Absolutely amazing. We've seen a couple of stars. We've seen Betelgeuse. We've seen the belt of Orion. We might go back to some of that a bit later. I wonder if you could go to the Pleiades. The what, sorry?
For the bullseye of Taurus.
Frankie's going to aim for the eye of the bull, Taurus. Aldebaran. Oh, God. Oh. Nukat Yavu. Greetings from Konya, Turkey. Hi. Hi to Turkey. Hi. And that's from Nukhet Yavuz. I hope I said that right. Are these streams regular, says Stultz. Well, yes, they are, but not always outside. I mainly do them from inside. I only tend to do them outside when when the weather is decent, which here in the UK is not the case. We've now got Aldebaran. This is, it's a very orange star. It's a red supergiant. It's called Aldebaran.
Can't see Pleiades. There's a plane going past Jupiter.
So that there is the eye of the bull, folks. Look at that. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. In fact, you can see those stars off to the left there. I'm not quite sure what stars those are, but they do look to be twinkling. But Aldebaran, which is it's a giant star. I believe it's a supergiant, and it's the brightest star in the constellation of Taurus. And you can see it quite easily. It looks a bit like Betelgeuse. So if you know what Betelgeuse looks like, that red twinkly star, well, this one looks fairly similar. Yeah. And in fact, you know how you can find Aldebaran? Well, if you look towards Jupiter and then look below it, that's how you'll find it tonight. Because at the moment, Jupiter is just above Taurus. It's in Taurus, but it's just above Aldebaran. So that's how you find it. Oh, can't believe it, my voice. It's shocking. K King, who says the moon is near the Beehive cluster. We're currently looking at Aldebaran. It's the brightest star in... The moon was close to Mars yesterday. Yeah. J Wells, too foggy on Northumberland coast to see anything. We'll probably try for something else. Right. So he's gonna try for something else. I can still see Venus. Venus is still there. It's still there. I think he's going back on the moon again. But it's getting very, very low over the horizon. By the way, if you're new, I am here in the UK. I'm in northwest UK. I'm in Blackpool. It's a place called Blackpool. It's quite famous actually. Yeah, we've got a big tower, but the tower is somewhere up there that way. We're about 3 miles away from the tower, but we're back on the moon again. Hey, wouldn't it be good if we could get a picture of the tower? But I don't know if we can do that because it might just be out of shot from where we are. But let's let's get back on the moon again. Oh, we're doing well. 166 watching. If you're new to the stream, don't forget to hit like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll do what I can with the live streams. I'll get out whenever I can. I usually do a live stream every couple of weeks, mostly from the inside, but whenever it's nice weather, I'll go outside and I'll do this. I'll bring you the moon. Well, look at that. Isn't it amazing? Can you see?
I'm going to turn that into a photo.
You know, I can see.
Look at craters.
You know that big crater to the left that's near the Terminator? Sort of near the middle of the moon, to the left. The Terminator is the dividing line between darkness and light. That crater there is called Copernicus. And yeah, it's actually a great time to look at the moon right now. The next couple of days is great because the sun is shining quite low down. David Fairclough, hi. Nukhet Yavuz, will you be able to see the blood moon from England? Well, I'm afraid we can't. I don't think we can. We can get to see a little bit of the solar eclipse, but I'm afraid the blood moon, I think that's going to be, I don't know. I'm going to have to look that up. If we can, I'll film it, but I did see a partial solar eclipse. The 14th of March, there's going to be a partial solar eclipse. So I'll be covering that. That's not very far away, is it? I'm going to have to be quick, aren't I? I didn't realise. So we're going to have a partial eclipse, folks. So the moon that we're looking at right now is going to move in front of the sun and it's going to block it out.
No, Europe is the 29th. And
Oh, is
is the 14th.
I might be wrong there, sorry. Yeah, so there is an eclipse coming up which is visible, a total, is it a total? No, it's not a total solar eclipse. We have got a solar eclipse coming up. You know what, I wish I could find out about it. I'll look it up anyway, but I'll definitely bring you something. Whatever I can see from here, I will bring it to you. But remember, last year in April, I went all the way to Texas, USA to see a total solar eclipse. If you want to see it, it's on my channel. Hit the subscribe button, go to the homepage, and you will see me go to Texas in the USA and get to see an amazing total solar eclipse. Saw Saturn rise from behind the moon years ago. Brilliant, yeah. Sometimes you do get the moon blocking Saturn, yeah. Yeah, and next year we have got a total solar eclipse visible from Europe. It's going to be visible in Spain. Spain is one of the places. It's going to be about 2.5 minute eclipse maybe. 2027, there will be a total solar eclipse of around about 7 minutes, not joking, 7 minutes. And that will be visible, you'll never guess, Luxor in Egypt. How about that? 2027, Luxor in Egypt gets to see one of the longest eclipses you could possibly see. It's going to be crazy. Absolutely crazy. Shall I book my tickets?
You see the ring around the moon? Massive ring around.
We do seem to have a bit of a halo around the moon. I can't see it because I've got a light shining on me. Oh, we've got 178 watching. Come on, 178. I'm going a bit mad now. Hey, I tell you what, if you see that video of me watching the eclipse, if you think, oh my God, I was like I don't know, I think I lost the plot really. Although I went absolutely mental. Yeah. Let's go to Egypt. Yes, let's go to Egypt and see the great total solar eclipse of 2027. It's going to be visible in Luxor. It's going to be amazing. But don't forget Spain 2026. The pyramids, yes. Oh, what about Uranus and Neptune? Yeah, they're a little bit. I'm sorry about Uranus and Neptune. Neptune is not gone. Neptune is gone. We've lost Neptune now. But Uranus, we can possibly get that. I'm going to see if I can do a video because it's so difficult to spot. It's not easy to spot. So I'll try and do a video about that one. But I can't do it on a live stream because it's just too small. Ben Murphy, hello from Overwire. Not far away. Might have to try taking a picture tonight. We've got lots of new names in tonight. And by the way, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe. You know what you want. I'll try and do these live streams outside if I get a chance. If I got a chance to see something, I will be doing a live stream. Jay's marked his calendar. So currently we can see Venus, Mercury, Uranus with a telescope, Jupiter, Mars. Neptune, I'm afraid, has gone around the other side of the sun, so we've lost that. Rick Freeman's in the house. Better late than never. Yeah, but that's okay though, because you probably thought I wouldn't be on till 8 o'clock, and here I am. I started at 7 o'clock, but I had to start at 7 o'clock because we wouldn't have got to see Venus, which is, oh my God, Venus is getting so low. In fact, Venus looks orange now. It looks orange because it's down there on the horizon. Let's see if we can get to 180. We're up to 177 watching. Can we get to 180? Frank's going to try and see if he can get something else. Oh, let's just put your picture on. Oh. Ah, so that's how they looked earlier. That is how Venus and Mercury looked earlier today. And that's a picture of Jupiter, which I took that much earlier, by the way. And there's a picture of Mars, which I took earlier. All of these pictures I took earlier. Managed to capture, oh, there's a picture of Neptune. Ah, look at that. I have got a picture of Neptune and Mars. But Neptune is tiny. It is tiny. But I managed to get a picture of Neptune alongside Mars. This must have been, oh, it's a long time ago. Probably 12 years ago. Mars happened to be close at that time. Closer in its orbit. And I also managed to get it with Neptune. One of my very few captures of Neptune. So, there you go.
Venus.
I'm just going to go back onto the camera again, I think. Frank's back on Venus again. Let's see if we can make it bigger. It's almost about to touch the horizon, but it looks orange. Doesn't it? I'm looking at Venus now, and it looks, well, it still looks pretty bright, you know. Hi to George Smiley. Sorry if anyone's coming in and you didn't think I was going to start. I had to start the live stream earlier tonight because we might get a surge of people at 8 o'clock. Because that's when I normally start. Bye to Judy. Oh. David Fairclough says, I managed to see Mercury from the Great Orme. I love the Great Orme. It's awesome, isn't it? That big lump with all the not donkey. I was going to say donkeys. The goats, aren't they? Ben Murphy, what are you using to get the moonshot? Well, I'm using Frank's camera. He's got a micro four thirds camera with a 100 to 400 millimeter lens. So it's a 400 millimeter lens on a micro four thirds sensor. So it's able to get quite in. So we're currently looking at Venus. 180! We have got 180 people watching. Wow, we did it. Can we see Lee Robert asks, can we see Rigel? Well, I'm looking at Rigel right now and it is a pretty bright star. It's not as bright as Sirius. It's about as bright as Betelgeuse. Let's see if we can go for Rigel, shall we?
Which one's Rigel?
It's the one on the bottom right corner of
I'll just have to move the camera, but yeah, I can get that for you.
just hang on a second.
I'm going to do that right for you.
So Frank's going to see if he can get Rigel. Now Rigel is a star that's in Orion. It's on the bottom right hand corner. So you've got Betelgeuse up at the top and Rigel is down here on the left hand side. I can actually show you. I can show you on Stellarium. So, where are we?
Fighting the bright light. The torch.
Struggling a bit, folks.
There you go.
Not sure if you can see that, but there's Orion. Can you see Rigel down there? It's on the bottom right hand corner.
I've got Rigel.
So we've got Betelgeuse up there in the top left, and Rigel. We've got the belt stars, of course, and then we've got Rigel. So we're on Rigel now. It's a bit out of focus. We'll wait for it to come into focus. Yeah, I can still see Venus. It's just there. It looks orange. It must be that far away from setting. Yeah, we made it to 180. Fonzie says it's now 8 p.m. In the latter stages of its stellar lifetime. Yeah, well, Rigel is a blue giant, so it's a star that's burning very quickly. It's going to blow up pretty quickly as well, whereas Betelgeuse is a very big star and it burns slowly. It's a bit like our sun. I mean, our sun is nothing special. It's a yellow dwarf, but it burns at a very kind of slow pace, which means it'll burn for a very, very long time. But a star like Rigel, which I'm just going to bring up now, this star here is a bit of a live fast and die young star because it's blue, it's white, it's like a blue-white. It burns really quick. It gets through all its elements. There you are. That's Rigel for you. Nukhet Yavuz says it's 11 in Turkey. 3 hours ahead of us. I bet the night skies are great in Turkey, aren't they? As long as you're not close to the big cities. We're on Rigel. This star we're looking at now is called Rigel. Rigel. It's 864 light years away and it's a blue giant. This is a rock star. It's living fast, but it's going to die young because that's how these blue giants live. It's a rebel, folks. It's not like Betelgeuse. Betelgeuse is old. Betelgeuse is big. It's a bit of a slow burner. I could have never bought a drink. I should have brought a drink with me. I knew it. I was meant to bring a drink out with me. Recent days, I was able to see the planets in Turkey. Well, we're now just past 8 o'clock.
You've got water in the van.
Well, I have, but it's what I use for the window. Yeah, I wouldn't want to drink it. It's probably been in there for ages, so yeah. I should have water in there, though.
Belt of Orion?
I think we'll probably go back to the Belt of Orion again, folks. What we'll do is I'll just bring myself back on. I am going to have to end the stream now. You know, it would be nice if I could carry on, really, but honestly, my voice is struggling. I can't believe it. I did a live stream 2 weeks ago from inside and my voice by the end of it was, it was terrible. but we'll be finishing fairly soon, because honestly it is really, really bad. Live space events. Hi, I'm a big fan and I can see Venus too. It's over Blackpool. Daniel, been watching for the last couple, just found you by accident. I'm enjoying your channel. Thanks very much to Daniel. And live space events. What's the star to the lower right of Rigel on the screen? Good question. I saw that one myself, but I didn't know what it was. I'll see if I can find out. I don't think it's a star that's got a name, to be honest. Lambda Eridani, it's got down here. So, oh, we're back on the belt of Orion, folks. Let's zoom in. I think we might have to wind it up now, because my voice, honestly, I'm just losing it. But we've done really well tonight. We've had loads of new people in. Stephen Smith says, a pint of Bass is needed. Yeah. Audrey Harding, can you see the star Capella? Ah, well, that's interesting. That is an interesting question. Capella. Capella is in the constellation of Auriga. It is a good question. Can we see it? I'm just looking for it. Should be able to see it because it's a very bright star. I can actually see it, yeah. It's right. In fact, Capella is almost over my head. That's why I couldn't see it. Capella is almost over my head. Capella is a very, very bright star. Oh, we're back on the moon again. Oh. 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 Right, okay, so we've still got 170 watching. I wish I could go on all night, because we've got the clear night here in Blackpool. We've got to see the planets. We got to see all the visible planets. We got to see some of the stars. Yeah, I just want to explain one last thing. The reason why we can see Mercury so easily at the moment from here, from my where I am, it's all to do with the ecliptic. Now, the ecliptic is the path of the sun. So at sunset, the ecliptic is the path of the sun. So the sun goes down, you watch the sun go down, and it goes along a path. Now that path happens to be quite steep after sunset. So that means planets that run along the ecliptic, like Venus and Mercury, they're going to be following the same path, roughly. So if that's steep after sunset, then likely are the planet's going to be higher up in the sky. But sometimes the ecliptic is like that. Can you see? It's lower down. So then you're tracking lower along the sky. So you don't get as good a chance to see stars along the ecliptic. It's always moving all the time. So this time of the year, the ecliptic is steep before sunset. In September, later in the year, September, October, the ecliptic will be steep in the morning. So it's always changing. It's always changing. So there's sometimes better for seeing things and not so good for seeing stuff at other times. And there's all sorts of other stuff that comes into it as well, like the distance that Mercury is from the sun, its elongation. That's something to do with it as well. So there's a lot of different factors in it. Its elliptical orbit.
Arcturus.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I think we can see Arcturus, but I think, can you see Arcturus?
Yeah, it's above the rooftops.
Oh, I believe we might have Arcturus. Have we got Arcturus? Just...
You told me to Arcturus.
Ah. I can't see it. I'm just looking for another star.
It's above the rooftops.
Ah.
You come and stand over here.
Do you think you'll be able to get it? Oh, I can see it now, yeah. We're going to see if we can arc to Arcturus. This is going to be the last star now. We're going to see if we can get Arcturus. Now Arcturus is the alpha star of the constellation Virgo. And if you want to find Arcturus, you can use the handle of the Big Dipper or the plough to follow it around. You follow the handle and it'll arc round to Arcturus. So we're going to try and see if we can get, it's quite low down, but we're going to try and get onto Arcturus. Again, this is a giant, it's a giant star. It is a big, big star. But it's quite low down at the moment, and I just want to show you how you can find it. Can you see that there? So you've got the plough there, or the Big Dipper, which is standing on its handle. Can you see? It's standing on its handle. But if you follow the handle, can you see the handle there? If you follow it round, it will take you to Arcturus. That handle, the shape of the handle, arcs around and points towards Arcturus. So we're on it now. So let's see. Is there any chance that you can zoom out a bit so that we can see the this star here now is called Arcturus, so that we can see the top of the buildings. We're just going to see it in context with the, because it is just above the houses. No, maybe we could just pan down a little bit and see the top of the houses. Green Cat, Arcturus is in Boates. There you go. We got the top of a building there. Fonzie, bye to Fonzie. So Arcturus is quite low at the moment. It's the alpha star in the constellation of Virgo, which is a zodiacal constellation. Can we see Mercury with the naked eye? Ask Nuckhead Yavuz. Yes, we can. Jay says it's time to call it quits. We're all out of treats. We've still got 174 people watching. Sorry about that, it's all gone dark. But I'm afraid, what you're looking at now, what? Sorry? I think I'm going to have to wind it up, folks, because my voice is just gone. But it's looking great. I mean, you know, everything is still there. We're now back on the moon again. There's still a little bit of cloud, you know, a little bit of cloud up there, just getting in the way. But I think we've done really well. I think that we have done really well, and thanks to Frank for helping us. Follow Frank on YouTube. He's called Frank in Blackpool. He's just made over 1,000 subscribers, so give his channel a follow. If you want to follow Frank, do you want to say hello on camera? He likes to be behind the camera, not in front of it. David Copley, thanks for the amazing stream. Yes, it's been amazing. I can't believe it. We're at 180 people watching at one point. But it's just unfortunate that my voice is just not there yet. It's probably going to take another couple of weeks before I get my voice back. So, yeah. So there you go. Thanks to everyone for joining in. I'm going to leave it there now, folks. We're still looking at the moon. The moon looks amazing. Go outside and see if you can see it yourself. I've just looked behind. Venus has gone. Venus has gone. It's gone now. So it's a good job I started the live stream early. Otherwise, we'd have missed Venus and Mercury. So we managed to get all the planets. We managed to get the belt of Orion. We got Betelgeuse. We got Rigel. We got Arcturus. And I think it's been really good. And we had 180 people watching. And thanks to everyone for the super chats as well. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, the bits in little pots. Thanks. Thanks to everyone for watching. And I think I'm going to have to go now. Otherwise, I'm probably going to do some damage here because it's not good. So I'll say, wait, bye-bye, everyone. I'll tell you what I'll do. Well, let's go on the moon, shall we? Let's bring the moon. Oh, there's Frank there. Look, there he is. Whee! He got in at the end there, look. So we're saying goodbye from here in Blackpool. Let's leave you with the moon. Oh, thanks everyone for joining in, and hopefully I will be back out again sometime soon. Ian Bass, thanks for a great evening. I've been outside with my 2 scopes looking at the same as you here in Blackpool. DJ Raver Dazzler ALSC, try done one on Uranus. Maybe we can get that ambulance back. Andrea Sayers, thanks. Stephen Smith, brilliant job Frank, says Stephen. So that's it folks, it's all over. Michael Hornby, Jay, thanks to all the mods as well. Moonage Daydream, Sarah, 1, 2, 3, 4, Akash Monster. So I will see you on the next video. See you on the next live. I'll let you know. I'll try and set them up a bit earlier so that people know when I'm going to go. I usually only set them up on the day, and it tends to be a bit. I'm a drunk. Wow! I just got a super chat in at the last minute from I'm a drunk. Thank you so much. Thanks to everyone else who sent super chats. That's it for this video. I'm going to go now and probably take something from my throat, I think, because it's not good. So I'll see you again on the next video.